contract. And Stinger and Miss get there first. Then they can name their own match at Hard Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest on TNA Impact. A tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one from New York City, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D.
Last month at Victory Road, 3D lost the World Tag Titles to Samoa Joe in the match of champions. Since that time, Brother Ray, Brother Devon have shown us a side of Team 3D that we hadn't seen before in TNA.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents first, from Fort Wright, Kentucky, Wildcat, Chris Harris.
Just when Chris Harris was on the verge of taking a major step in his career against Christian Cage at Victory Road, of all people, Dustin Rhodes made his shocking return to TNA. He cost the Wildcat Chris Harris the match, and he stopped his upward movement in TNA. Chris Harris is PO'd at Dustin Rhodes.
And his tag team partner from Freedomville, USA, Showtime, Eric Young.
You just gotta love Eric Young. What a fan favorite here in the Impact Zone, and still got the jump from that pyro. But Don West recently here in TNA, Eric Young has gained a measure of revenge against Robert Roode.
I mean, think about the confidence level that's been rising in Eric Young. Pulling down Robert Roode's pants and humiliating him in front of everybody will do that for you. And then think about last week, just when it looked like Robert Roode was going to use that chair on Sting. What did Eric Young do? He's able to come in there, pull it out of his hands, Sting able to get the win, and you know, it does his heart so good to be able to humiliate Robert Roode week after week like that.
Tag team action to open up Impact this week, and Don, so many things to cover. In anticipation of TNA's return to pay-per-view, Hard Justice, August the 12th. Yes, it's going to be all the championship belts on the line. Samoa Joe against Kurt Angle, and I guess the Olympic gold medalist, Don, has his family in attendance at the Impact Zone this week.
Could you believe that? He had his own daughter and looked like dragging his suitcase, and the wife carrying the hardware. I mean, think of that. This is the gall of Kurt Angle.
Bulldog faceplant by the Wildcat to Brother Devon. Doubles him over with that boot to the midsection. Gonna try and take him up, and look at this, holding the near 300-pounder up in the air, and then crashing down to the canvas with that high vertical. Pin, here's two. Oh, only a 2 count off the high vertical suplex.
Not many people can do that to Brother Devon, but Wildcat Chris Harris is one of them. It's something we've seen him do year after year, and you talk about a star on the rise. I mean, he is just gaining momentum week after week, month after month, and the crowd really getting behind the Wildcat. But speaking of the crowd getting behind somebody, Showtime Eric Young.
Wildcat Chris Harris gaining momentum, and to me, Showtime Eric Young gaining confidence here in TNA. From the moment on that he was able to cut those ties, to break loose from Robert Roode and Roode Incorporated, he's really become his own man here in TNA. Brother Ray in to square off against Eric Young.
Now, if there's somebody that can crush your confidence, it's Big Brother Ray. As we would think about Team 3D coming over to us and using the intimidation. You talked about their whole new attitude. I'm telling you, this guy is so big, so physical. Eric Young better not take it for granted, and you can see right away, Brother Ray on the offensive.
Big shot to the top of the head as Brother Ray plants the elbow.
But Eric Young uses the speed, and wow! Nice arm drag there on Big Brother Ray. I mean, think about it. You don't think of Eric Young doing those things, but look at it. He's got one for good measure on Brother Devon.
You're right. Drop kicks, hip tosses, whatever Eric Young wants to bring to this tag team match, he's got the measure of Team 3D. They're totally on the defensive now. Series of shots to the side of the head. Quick reversal. Brother Ray shoots him off, and from outside, Brother Devon hooked Eric Young, and the clothesline from behind by Brother Ray of Team 3D.
Well, nobody knows where they're going to be like Team 3D. Let's face it. Brother Devon knew to be right there. Brother Ray fed it to him, and Eric Young is going to pay the price. And now look at this, putting that big boot right on the neck and just taking the air right out of Eric Young. He's got to get a tag to the Wildcat because Chris Harris fresh on the sidelines. ready to come in.
What a change in attitude, Don, we have seen from Brother Ray, Brother Devon, Team 3D, ever since that matchup at Victory Road. It has been a totally different team, especially in just the terms and the way that they treat the people around TNA.
Not just the people. I mean, they just treat everybody that way. And then we saw the disrespect they were showing Scott Steiner after a life-threatening injury and everything else about him. It's just the 3D. It's hard to stomach, especially when you've loved them and watched them for so long.
Eric Young in trouble in the corner. Brother Devon continues the dominance for Team 3D in this opening tag team match on Impact. They cut off the ring. Tag is in. Legal Man is now Brother Ray. The double team movement. Eric tries to fight back. Dual drop kick. One leg for each member of Team 3D. And you can see the Wildcat, Chris Harris. He's waiting to get right into the battle. Here comes the tag. Eric can make it to the corner. Wait a minute. That's Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, he went for the chair shot, but Wildcat able to dunk him. Look at those lefts and the dunking, the speed. And Wildcat, Chris Harris, I think he was expecting Dustin Rhodes at any time to try something like this.
Oh, look at this. Communication problems with 3D. Here's the rollout.
He got him.
Oh, man, that was close.
The problem is Wildcat, Chris Harris is out of the building. And like you said, you can't blame him after what Dustin Rhodes has done to him. But he's in no man's land right there, and the double team gets him.
Oh, double team by Team 3D on Eric Young. You're right. It's tough to blame the Wildcat, Chris Harris. I mean, that would be just your natural instinct to get that payback, to get that revenge. But at the same time now, 3D has Eric Young exactly where they want him.
That's just what happens sometimes when you haven't been with somebody that long as Chris Harris and Eric Young have it. And Team 3D now, all they're thinking about is embarrassing.
Oh, look at that! Spike pile driver by 3D. And there's the ensuing 3 count to get the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Team 3D!
Team 3D shows why they're so good. They can be in so many different ways. You're looking for the 3D, and they come in with a spike pile driver, Mike.
Team 3D kicks off this Impact broadcast with a victory. Here comes Robert Roode and Ms. Brooke. We're going to take a quick commercial break, find out what's going on. Remember tonight, Christian and AJ versus Abyss and Sting ladder match.
Christian Cage, Abyss, Tomko, Team 3D, LAX, and many more.
Experience TNA Live.
Tomorrow night, the stars of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling invade the Valair Ballroom in Des Moines, Iowa. On Saturday, August 4th, the Memorial Hall in Kansas City, Kansas. And on Sunday, August 5th, the Cotillion in Wichita, Kansas. See TNA Wrestling live. Log on to TNAWrestling.com for more details.
And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. Robert Roode delivered an incredible beating, Don, during the commercial break. Eric Young was already laid out from the tag team match, but Roode just continued the beat down.
Nobody embarrasses Robert Roode.
Oh, Robert Roode upset about the humiliation he suffered when he had his pants pulled down. And now I'm trying to figure out, look at this. They've got the Pella. You know what's coming up here, Mike.
Oh, Don, I mean, this is something that we've seen for years in professional wrestling. And you know what this is all about? This is Robert Roode's attempt to humiliate Eric Young. No question about it. And with the pillow comes the feathers. And they have tarred and feathered Eric Young right here in the Impact Zone, right in front of this crowd.
They couldn't stand to see the confidence level. Listen to Robert Roode.
That is humiliating.
And it is. They're beating him down. Eric Young, I don't even know if he realizes what happened.
Think back to Victory Road. Think back to Impact. Yeah, Robert Roode, you got what you deserved from Eric Young, but now he's trying to humiliate him in front of everybody.
Look at him just putting his face right in the camera.
Robert Roode has the last word. Send it to the back. Jeremy Borash standing by with some more.